Hello YouTube, welcome back to Live Tommy C. I'm your host Tommy Cunningham. Today's video, what we are planning to talk about is my top 4 tips on using a high quality radio like the Baofeng UV5R in places like a high quality area, like your local malls, like your local shopping centers inside big resort towns, like inside a state park because you're trying to keep connected with your different people, with your group. Those are 4. Number 4, what we are planning to talk about is a little bit more about the video that I put on here earlier today. If you guys not yet watched that video, I would highly recommend you guys watch that video before this. It's talking about a little bit about the in-depth radio look of the problem here in Bloomington. So we already talked about Cook Medical and our DMR radio system, okay? So Cook Medical and Callan both use the exact 2 different radio systems. Now the Monroe County bus, their school buses uses a frequency of 152.315. And 734 is their tone. Plus also you guys could pick it up like on a Baofeng UV5R if you guys had the right stuff for it. You guys could probably pick it up on the BC355N if you guys put that as like a private channel. Plus like also, I think this is interesting, which I would highly recommend you guys do this because this gives all out on like different radio frequencies that we use. I try to stick to the narrow FM and FM radio frequencies because those will pick you guys up the best. So let's just say you guys are in a big town like up there in Indianapolis and you guys are wondering what are a couple of hotels you guys can listen to like without the DMR location. Like number 1, set the 2 hotels that I seen that are downtown, the Westin and the JW Marriott. Both of those use like a DMR system, which is linked downtown, okay? So like then after that, you guys got 2 problems on it, okay? Number 1, you guys got several different radio frequencies which are not compliable in that area. Like number 1. Like number 1, you guys can use like several different layers of like radio frequencies which are in that area. But you guys got to look around and make sure like the different areas are following it correctly. Plus like just to show you guys like what I'm looking up on there. It's I'm currently looking up some tips on showing like a video like on a cruise, because my cruise is coming up in May. Plus like also It's like also let you guys know that there is like 4 different radio frequencies inside a single site. Okay? Like also, which I think this is real interesting. If you guys are following my channel, this is probably interesting with you too. Like number 1, each radio frequency, each analog radio frequency, you cannot encrypt. So like on the buses, like here in Bloomington, if you guys use the buses there, like number 1, they have to check for a private channel. Like they cannot use like a regular channel because BT Access uses channel 1 as their main dispatch channel. So they do not show that on there on like the DMR radio spectrum. Which also finds out, which is a whole lot more, like different stuff to talk about. Like number 1, the first radio frequency you guys have to keep tone to is your local fire and EMS and police frequencies. Sadly, in this region, all those radio frequencies are hooked up to like the Indiana P25 system. So they use like major P25 issues in this county. So let's talk about like a famous place that uses like the entire notch of like different radio frequencies. Well, that right there is the county of Ohio and Rising Sun, Indiana County. Because in that county, just like you guys know, you guys have to be hooked up to their DMR radio network or being hooked up to multi-different networks. Like, sadly, the only TV network you guys can pick out there, like the only local channels, you guys can pick up like local channels like from Cincinnati. You guys can pick up local channels like from Dayton, Ohio. If you guys are way up there, you guys can pick up stuff from Fort Wayne. Like sometimes you guys can pick up stuff like but it's like also find out just like a whole lot more like different radio frequencies which are from a lot of different areas, which is here in this county. But we got to understand that sometimes these radio stuff from all around Indiana are picked up on a wide band frequency. Plus, like also, like I did not notice about cruise ships. You guys, each cruise line has their different rule. Like number one, the Disney cruise lines, I meant Norwegian cruise lines, you guys are not allowed to bring a drone on board. I learned that from Josh Holcomb. And holy cow, you guys would get in big trouble. Now on MSC cruises, this cruise line, you guys have to check it in by security and not even let it in sight, okay? It's like also, let's talk about another cruise line, Carnival. That cruise line you guys can bring like your drone with few expectations. Like number one, you guys probably won't be able to listen to it like on board. That's like the biggest not good plus that is on there, okay? Plus, like, also find out just like a whole lot more. You guys cannot use, like, inside these ports, like the Nassau port we're going to first talk about. The Nassau port, you guys, they got a cruise center. It's like also using like different, it's like using like different radio frequencies and like using different stuff. You guys can find out like multiple different areas which uses it. It's like then after that, if we talk about the next island that I've been to, which is the Turks and Caicos, they got the biggest Margaritaville there ever, which I would recommend you guys go visit because that place gets the best reviews. Like, honestly, choosing that from a family destination like Nassau, because Nassau has the Bahamas. They now have Barra Bay, which is their newest resort. They honestly like have different stuff there, which is like fully like united. Alright guys, the reason why did I put this video out, it's because I watched some videos like of different YouTubers like looking around at different stuff. Alright guys, that's it. Goodbye. Have a great day. If you guys are not yet subscribed to Light Tommy C, make sure you guys are subscribed and make sure you guys hit that notification bell. Goodbye.